How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Just poked yet another hole in Lucky. And that is going to be the entry hole for the cables that come from the panel. I don't even know now where I put the housing. It's right here, right? And then it's got those gland tighteners that you close them up and they get tighter around the cable. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then the mounting of this was always questionable for me because there's no like place to put screws in to hold the housing down. I'm just gonna use sealant around the edge of this and right onto Lucky's roof. That's the sound effect it will make. This is kind of nice. Let me show you where I've made this hole. So up here in this cabinet, this is where I started it, and then I just used what I had on hand, which was that long drill bit that you saw come through the roof. And now I'm gonna have to go up on the roof, and I'm going to use stuff that I've lost. This is a step bit to make the hole bigger, and I'm actually probably gonna have to use my bigger step bit, this guy here. Then I'm gonna put a grommet around the hole, and then the cables will just come in here, run them out that way, down here, and then I'm probably going to mount my charge controller on the back of this cabinet. I just wanted to get the cables run today because we've got nice weather today and tomorrow, so that'll give the sealant time to sort of set up and vulcanize and all of that good stuff. Plus the wires, if you watched my last interview where I just mounted the panel to the roof at the back, my wires are just zip tied and attached to my roof rack. Did I say roof rack? I attached the solar panel to the roof. My wires are just zip tied in a bundle to the roof rack. So I'd rather just get those wires inside here and then I'm good to go. So let's hop up on the roof and make that hole a little bit bigger. This is why I wanted to get this done. This is just, I mean, it's on my roof, you can't really see it, but it's, the more it snows and rains, the more I think it's a risk for the wires, even though I heat shrunk the ends when I installed this. And I will have to zap strap it again because this cable is going to run along here into the hole we just made. Okay, so if you're gonna do this and you're gonna use a housing like I am, make sure you remember to thread the wires through the housing, because I got it through these guys, but I didn't thread it through the actual holes in the housing, so I had to redo it. I mean, it was easy enough. Just say, pro tip. Now I'm also going to put both of those cables inside some loom to give them some extra protection. I think I have some over here on the passenger seat. There's all the wires coming down, sort of bundled down there. I took the end, about this much wire insulation off of the positive wire so I know which one's which, because they're both black, which is obnoxious. Good Lord, that's a lot of loom. All right, let's do it. And this is why this is annoying. This is my step. I'm sorry, Lucky. Please forgive me. Use your feet to close your door. Okay. Where am I going to put you now? Find a spot for you. Got the wire all loomed, right? The one that runs to the housing. I also loomed the 2 connectors that are right here, and then the additional wire that runs to the panel itself. I'm gonna tighten all of this stuff up with electrical tape where it sort of opens up. And I will also do that at the end here where the wires split. Maybe I'll put some smaller loom on here if I have some. If I don't, I'll wait till I'm back at work and just get a little bit from the shop to cover those up. That's probably overkill, it's probably not necessary, but where I live with the weather being the way it is, I think it's a good idea. That's still kind of funny to me. I'm actually really happy that that's working out that way, because you know, I was thinking I was gonna need one of those weights that I use to like hold other stuff down during the build, but of course those went to BC with my parents and I wouldn't want big heavy weights in the van with me, so that's a twofer. Appreciate it. Just don't fall off, Blue Eddie. Hold on for dear life. So now I'm gonna have to get those wires. I have to put them back into the cupboard and go through the back of that cupboard, so they're not just hanging out the front. And then I'll probably leave that for today. Okay, so this is actually a few days later since I ran the wiring through the roof, and it's all nice and tucked up in here still. My bus bars came. So I got these, what is it, what's today, Monday. So I'm being real adventurous tonight. Real go-getter sort of attitude, because I'm tired. But I kind of want to get this done, or at least started. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's time to finally sort of clean up this nonsense of my electrical space. There's still quite a few things I want to do in order to make that happen. Hopefully I can get that all done tonight. I'm not sure. I want to get the wires cleaned up, get them attached to the bus bars. I want to get my watering hose that's inside my battery box out, so I don't have to be doing this to my bed every time I want to do something, or I mean, every time I want to service my batteries or fill them up, right? Because I have flooded batteries. But yeah, this is a bit of a ordeal every time I want to get to my electrical station. So I've been thinking, and I think what I'm going to try to do is mount everything on the underside of the bed. Yeah, and then hopefully I can get the actual solar wired. And that's another thing too, I'm realizing. My initial thought was to put my solar charge controller right here and move the photo of myself and my daughter over to the other side. But if I put the solar charge controller here, I won't be able to fold the bed up because it sticks out quite a ways. So, sad day. I think I have to get rid of this 3-drawer system here. The cats are fighting. They hate when the van is in such a state of disarray. I'm gonna have to get rid of this, and then it's gonna get mounted to the other side of that. Sad day, but it was kind of nice. I started that last night. I purged the first top 2 drawers, which is just like nonsense stuff that I clearly haven't used since I've been in Lucky. And the bottom drawer is utensils, and that needs to be gone through and reorganized and just addressed. Okay, I'm gonna start doing some measurements and see if this all is gonna work in my favor. Okay, so for those that may not be familiar with what a bus bar is, this is a bus bar. That one's not open. This one is. Right, so it's just got 4 studs in here that I can mount wires to. So I got one for positive, one for negative, and it's to clean all of this sort of nonsense in here up. So I've got all my negative connections connected to the bottom of this shunt here, and this shunt is what allows me to use my battery monitor right here. So that's just getting a little crowded, plus my positive is getting a little overloaded. So and I have to add a positive for my solar and a negative for my solar. So it's just a little crazy. So my idea is I'm going to rewire everything to these shunts, which gives me a little bit more room to work with. It sounds very complicated when I say it, but it's really not. All right, let's continue. I've mounted the bus bars over here, and I'm gonna clean this whole area up, and hopefully it's not as easy to get access to, but it's still gonna work. You gotta make compromises. All right, so this is my jerry rig setup. I got my battery weighing down my wrench, which is holding the lug that I'm going to heat up with my torch with a whole bunch of solder in it, and then we're gonna put the cable in there so we've got a better connection than a cold weld. So let's see how well this goes. Stella, you may not want to be here. Oh my God, that's not gonna be enough solder. Our wire and skadoosh. Nice. Got a little solder on our wrench, but that's okay. Awesome. And then we will heat shrink it. I'm trying to prep as much of this wire as I can before I kill the power to the house, because I only have those little rechargeable lights for a light source once we kill the house power. Second verse, same as the first. Okay, it really wasn't smart to start this on a school night this late at night. I don't even know what time it is, but I've got my bus bars powered up. So positive and negative, going to positive and negative on the battery. So I'm just gonna grab my multimeter to make sure it's all working as it should. Got 12.9 volts in the bus bars. Awesome. All right, I mean, there's no reason to panic. It's only 10 after 9. We can do this. Okay, so we got this space open, which is nice. It's like 11:30. This has gone on far too long. We've got the solar cables for the battery. They run here. They run into the bottom of this bad boy. That is not good light. You can't see anything. Yeah, a little bit better there. All right, so these two are for the solar panels. These two are for the battery, and then I'm just not going to use those. Those are for the load. And I've got the Bluetooth battery monitor and a temperature sensor run into my battery box as well. So let's see if we can get this thing right up there. All of this is taking far too long. Note to self, don't start these sort of adventures on school nights. Always hook up the battery before the solar panels. I'm not even gonna worry about the panels tonight. Oh geez, spark. Yep. All right, well, there's the display. Looking pretty good. I gotta read the manual, figure out what all that means. But 12.6 seems accurate, so that's good. Wonder what happens if I start the van and turn on the DC-DC charger. Will it give me the charge reading? That would be nice. Yep. Very good. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. We will catch up in the next clip. Turn on the heater. Got the house back to a sort of semi-livable state. Penny! Hello? You glad to have the bed back? Hello? Hello? Go to bed, Dad. She's not wrong. It's like midnight. I gotta go sleep. See you soon. And good morning. Oh, that was a late night with that solar. So I woke up this morning after getting sort of ready to go to work, and you can't really see it, but I connected the wires from the solar panel. I haven't cut them. There's still a lot left up in this cabinet, but they are connected to the charge controller. Unfortunately, it's still dark outside. So we'll pop out on coffee break and see if they're charging. If there's sun, if it's overcast, it's not gonna help. Then fingers crossed for lunchtime. All right, so spent the morning fixing a backup camera that wasn't working. That's done. So now it's coffee break. And the sun is out a little bit. There it is. I don't know if that's enough to give us anything. But let's go find out, shall we? Come with me into the house. It's going to be dark in here. There we go. That little arrow there. Power coming in from the panel to the battery, and we're at 12.9. That's pretty cool. Upgrade! good. And now it is lunchtime. And this is still ticking away real good. The sun's really out now. We got 13.4 volts coming in. That seems pretty good to me. Again, I don't put a lot of drain on my battery, so moved all the utensils, just kind of threw them in the middle drawer of this cabinet. So I'm gonna need some organization later because again, that 3-banger is gone, which I kind of like because now I've got more space to like put my computer and whatnot. So that'll be fun. All right, lunchtime. Solar panel. No big deal. Okay, solar panel nice and clean. Sun has set. Solar panel has stopped solaring. And we got some mail from my awesome subscribers. So I figured I'd take a break because I am gonna but I am gonna want to finish doing all that wiring tonight, which means all of this gotta go back over there and that'll make for another long night. So before we get to that, let's open some mail. There is also, I already opened this. Where is it? I opened this because she kept asking me in my comments if I had received the letter yet. This was from Martina. When life gives you lemons, make some sweet potato pie. Throw them lemons away. You don't need that mess. You darn right, girl. Okay, so there's one of these packages. Let's start with this one because it's pretty obvious to me what that one is. I say that, and then I'm gonna open this up, and it's just gonna be all cat treats. No. Oh, what the heck? Airheads Bites. This must be from America. This is from Vancouver. Oh, good. Resupply. Somebody knows me. Mike and Ike's. More Mike and Ike's. Oh, that's the originals. Heck yeah. And more Airheads. I've never had these, so we're just gonna have to make it at night. Let's see. Ooh, they're very colorful. Poison. Oh, they're good. Those are right up my alley. Oh, there's a letter. Oh, Erica, thank you so much. She also gave me this Tweety charm. I'm assuming for like a charm bracelet. She thought it was a keychain. She says, hopefully I can make it work. With some very nice words just for me, because that's how we roll. Thank you very much, Erica. Your letter's going into scrapbook, which I actually have to start making. And yeah, we will absolutely find a spot for Tweety. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Erica. Dentist is gonna love you too. Penny, did you get any in the litter box? Like that stinks. Yikes. Thanks, Penny. Appreciate you. Everybody's giving me presents tonight. This one is from, you know what? Last time I did this, I got a note inside saying, please don't say my name. We wanted to remain anonymous. So, woo-wee, good grief. This is from Diana. I'm just gonna say it. Actually, I should. She's probably sick of me hearing me talk about red vines. Let's see. Oh, thank you very much, Diana. Those are some very kind words. A lot of this stuff is coming in due to the fact of when the channel went down. I'm hoping it didn't happen again. By the time this video goes live, that would have been quite a while ago. It was in the early weeks of March when the channel got taken down for complete and utter nonsense. 10 Wriggly Wiggly caterpillars. It's for Brooklyn. Oh, she's gonna love this. It's one of those touch books. That is so cool. Thank you so much. And you guys need some treats? Thank you. There's one. And two. Very good. One more each, because you guys already had some earlier. There you go. Good job. Look at the camera, say thank you, Diana. They're not gonna listen to me. And I see a t-shirt in here. Oh! What? That is awesome! And just in time for St. Patrick's Day. I love that. It's not like, I mean, I would totally wear like an obnoxious all green shirt, but that is badass. That's a wicked lucky shirt. Thank you very much, Diana. I'm gonna... I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do. That's wicked. I love that. Thank you very much, Diana. And then we got a package from Lisa, Santa Cruz, California. Look at all the little freaking barcode things it took for this to get here. Let's see, let's see, let's see. More clothes. Does this mean I have to put more clothes on right now? I can't wear any more clothes. Hang on. Ooh. You are made of some awesome stuff. Well, thank you, Lisa. You are too. Matthew, you lighten our days with your humor and you inspire us with your positivity. It's been a rough week and a half for you. I pray that things are looking up and the nonsense is soon behind you. We are always here to cheer you, Stella, Penny, and Brooklyn on. Don't ever forget that. All the best, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. And what does Lisa want me to wear? Woo, hang on. Or you guys are going to get fat. More cat treats, thank you. And there. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer. Oh, this is fun. This is a nice little break from the insanity of my solar install. Oh, that's awesome. Spread positivity. All right, well, since this is what we're doing, and I know what the last package is, let's just absolutely take it to the next level. There we go. We're getting warm now. This has got to go. Yikes. Okay. All right. Gee, I wonder what's in this bag. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah's actually one of my Patreon supporters, and she let me know that she was doing this. Whoa. Oh yeah, she said there was other stuff in here. A whole bunch of other stuff. Look at all those stickers. Look at that. So that is a Dixon bamboo shirt. So they do flannels in the winter and fall. And they got their bamboo style in the spring and summer. I can't get into this bag. Aha. Oh. So I don't have any bamboos, but after touching this one, I'm gonna have a lot of bamboos. This is the Grafton Street. It is so soft. This is my jam for sure. And I love that these shirts all come with stickers. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that before. Some of them are like, meh. This one is dope AF. I don't care. That's what the kids say. I'm saying it. Dope AF. And this color is just to die for. That was super fun. And these stickers. Oh yeah, look at all of these. That's nuts. There's so many in here. Is there, what does that one say? It's a Dixon dime bag. Now I get it, Sarah. Stickers for everywhere. Question authority. If you know, you know. Thank you so much to everybody. This is always a lot of fun. And I don't know, I've said it before, like it means a lot to me. Like that was a rough week and a half, like Lisa said, that nonsense was happening, especially for no reason. So the fact that everybody kind of comes together and shows their support like that, it means the world to me. I wish y'all were here to support me and lend a hand in what I have to do next, but that's okay, I'll just do it myself. So I'm hoping to be able to finish this all up. Sorry about the lens flare there, I don't know what's going on. Back in my work Dixon so I don't get my new fancy clothes all messy. Not right away anyway. So we're gonna use the Blue Eddy to give us some light tonight and charge these touch lights, because when I have them on high for as long as it takes me to usually do this stuff, they die. So we'll put the Blue Eddy to the test. So all I'm doing now is adding my shunt back in. So before, you had one wire running from the shunt to the negative on my battery, and then every other negative was connected to the other side of the shunt, and then this goes out to the battery monitor, this white connection here, and that's how I get my readings. It can detect the loads. What I'm gonna do now is just have one cable running from the bus bar to the shunt, and one cable running from the shunt to the battery, and all the negative loads are on the bus bar, so then hopefully we should get our battery monitor back. Hi Stella, yeah, I know. House is in disarray again. Hopefully it doesn't go as late as last night. But yeah, that's the plan here. This is the situation right now, right? And it's still a rat's nest. Like, I want to get this all cleaned up tonight, but negative bus bar, positive bus bar, pretty self-explanatory. And yeah, we just have to add a wire to this to run it to the shunt, basically. Hey, look what we got back. Battery monitor. So I still have to clean up the cables, but yeah, this is the main thing here. I don't know what you can see. This is the cable running to the negative of the battery, comes to this side of the shunt. And then this one runs across here to the negative on the bus bar. Where's the camera? On the bus bar. Probably doesn't make sense to a lot of people. Other people, they probably totally get it. I know it looks a little weird having the shunt on the opposite side, but this side of the wheel well box was getting so crowded. I didn't want to shove the shunt like down there under the positive or up here above these wires, because I was still going to clean all this up right now. It's still not great. Like from a professional standpoint, for sure, I wouldn't ever do this on like a client's vehicle, but for my purposes, it's fine and it's a lot better. I do want to fix this one little wire here. That's just the power wire for the DC to DC charger, but everything is zip tied now and running where it should be. It's a little bit more organized, right? It's a little bit more self-explanatory rather than a rat's nest. This is obnoxious, but that's because the no-code charger is right here. I don't know. That's another day. That's super cool to wake up to. This is a few days later since the last clip, and I just woke up. It's Saturday, I get to sleep in. The sun's already out. I've never woken up and seen my battery monitor at 100% before. When I went to bed last night, we were down to about 96%. Not a huge deal, but that just means that the solar panel are ticking away. I'm not even sure if you can see that, but it totally is charging from the solar because the sun is out and warming up the day. Okay, so I'm putting the finishing touches on the edit of this video, and I'm realizing that the original ending that I filmed for it doesn't really make sense anymore. The reason I'm doing this new ending is, well, I felt bad leaving it the way it was with just the one solar panel because this has happened since then. So I've got 300 watts of total solar power now with those 3 panels. They are all attached to the roof racks like I originally wanted to do. I found brackets for them, and it has all been working very well. I'm able to charge the Blue Eddy from dead to full over the course of a workday if the sun is out, and I've just got no concerns about my power needs at this time. I'm still rocking the same batteries. I got no plans to update my batteries yet. I've got Trojan 6 volts. They're working great. And the reason I'm just sort of tacking this on to the end here is because when I installed those other 2 panels and moved the first panel from the back to the front, I didn't film it. I just took that evening for me and I just did the project for myself. If you were on my Patreon, then you know what was going on. But I didn't pick up the camera in any other capacity because I just needed to do it for myself, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. So yeah, it does feel nice to have that done and have that capability on my house now. And like the Broken Nomad said, oh, welcome to the 21st century. Hi, Kevin. But anyways, I'm gonna leave this entry here. That is it. That is the conclusion to the epic adventure of Vanlife Plus getting his solar panels installed. Until the next one, you guys, go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive, and I will see you all in the next one. Oh, and I was able to make it work. Tweety keychain.